Hello, it's 3:21 in the morning on the 12th, and I think this one's for the 11th. Um, I, um, um, I was working until like 3:30 or something in the morning. It's 3:21 now, yesterday. And I kind of slept in. I had a dream, but I can't remember it. And then my mom called me and said she didn't want me to help her with the deck today because she thought it was going to rain and didn't want the rain to get the stain wet. She said she didn't want to put more of the filler on top of the deck because she thinks it will um, chip off. I'd like to talk her into getting the rest of it though because we already paid for it, and I like how it. I mean, I guess if it can't take the paint. She was mixing in the stain into the mix, so that's already like colored. I think that's a good way to do it. But we'll see. Whatever she wants. I think it's good to plug stuff up. Good for the wood. Makes it look better. But so yeah, I guess I'll go over there tomorrow. I'll call her tomorrow when I get up. So this morning I tried to do a little bit of like downloading stuff from the Envato and organizing random Envato stuff. But it took a while. I was having to do the picture matching, so I decided like not to do that anymore. I'm done with picture matching. If I do any of that, I'm stupid. So then I decided, okay, well, let's try to do the After Effects templates. So I was looking at After Effects templates and trying to build something with it, like the fancy one, the HUD one, all the different graphics and like charts and stuff from Premium Milk, but it wasn't working, and I couldn't figure out what was going on. I'm just not good enough with After Effects. So then I tried it with a few other ones, and then I was like, okay, well, let's just learn After Effects. And so then I started practicing the switching between After Effects and Premiere Pro, like it's one program, and watching the tutorial for that. And so I was going to practice with the Google Earth tribes of France. Make YouTube videos, make videos of that with the graphics and stuff. But then I realized that I wasn't really done with it, with France. So then I just was like, all right, fuck it, let's just finish Google Earthing the France. French tribes from like the time of Julius Caesar, 50 BC. And there's lots of stuff that I didn't do. Like I already made the panorama of the tribes and the tribes, like outline of the tribe, solid tribe. The cities in the tribes and the exact walls. So then I decided to do it the next level, which I hadn't gotten around to yet, and that was where you do videos, like recorded on Google Earth, and then you do a screen capture over it with QuickTime, because they don't have like a feature to turn it into MP4. That'd make it easier, but yeah. So. And then also draw the like lines, like roads, trips between the cities. And I think these are cities that were reported in the past, so they existed, so there were roads between them. And I did them with just the bike tours. They're bike roads though, because it shows you on Google Earth. You can do the directions, like one town to the next, and then you choose bike and you trace that. So that'd be a good way to bike. Tour for people who are interested in history. So I decided to. I decided the height above the city, the tribes, to be determined by how big the tribe was. Like you just go until the tribe, or maybe uh, I did a formula like maybe 1/10 as high as how far across it was or something like that. But then yeah, but for the height of the videos, because I also made videos of the roads between the cities. I did the height of 380 meters, 381 meters, because that's how high the upper observation deck of the Empire State Building is. I want to make everything, standardized for conceptual reason purposes. So then I decided to, when I do it above the city, I decided to do it at, the same height, 381 meters, the height of the observation deck. So it's like you're standing on top of the Empire Empire State Building and above the cities. So I do like I make a placeholder with the image with the movie tool on Google Earth. So I just have it with where you're looking over the whole tribe, and then you double click on the city, and then it takes you to like maybe 1,000 meters above the city, and then you click on the placeholder, and it kind of zooms you up to the height of Empire State Building, and then I pan up and I do a 360 of the horizon, and then I do another 360 where the horizon is the actual wall of the city. So it's like you're standing on top of the Empire State Building, looking at the horizon, and then looking at the edge of the city. I found out what the edge of the city is just based on guessing and looking at the ancient walls and stuff. So, organic LiDAR. So then I was like, oh, well, if you're going to do the video, and luckily I only screen captured with video screen captured with QuickTime 1 tribe, the very first tribe, the Adjuwadi of France, because I'm gonna just do it. I'm gonna have to do it again because I decided to be thorough with it. The first thing, because I was like, okay, well, because I just did it blank first, but I'm like, no, you want to have everything on there. That's the idea, everything. So I decided to, activate, maybe I didn't, but what I want to do, activate, places on Google Earth, so it actually labels the towns, but then I included Tour de France 2013, bike routes through there, and then rivers, and they're all color coded. What's you say? And the river is a different thickness as the biking, and then after that, that's when I decided to just do the panorama of the city, and then draw the distances between the cities, because they're like it's like 25 kilometers between, can't remember, but the two cities, Bibracte and the other city in the Adui, and which is like a typical like time trial for a bike, 20K time trial is your typical time trial. So that was cool. I love when stuff lines up. So then I was like, oh, but then you want to include battles. So I looked at the battles folder for the first time, and I opened them all. It took me forever because there's like thousands of them, because I did every battle in history on Wikipedia, and I remembered that battles have images superimposed on top of Google Earth, and so I was like, all right, fuck it, let's just draw the battles on Google Earth, because that's another thing I was gonna do. But I opened them all, and then I saved it, because if you open them, like, it saves whether or not it's open or closed when you have it. So I wanted to open it all so that I could actually, go in there and see which ones had the images on top of the battles that I got from Wikipedia, on top of the like the maps of the battles on top of the location, so I can then draw them in later with Google Earth. So because I'm going to include that on my tribes, include everything. And then luckily I figured out, because I'll do that with After Effects, but then I figured out my random. I think I knew this before, but we remembered, if you hit Control P, that brings up like an actual default place where you can type all this stuff on Google Earth. So it makes it a lot easier. So that's what I'm going to do. I don't even need After Effects or Premiere Pro. all I need is, I mean, I will, I guess, use them for, no. And because then what I can do is just upload those to YouTube. Because I was thinking to myself, like, I'm going to have so much stuff, so many videos that I want to incorporate in my show. Like, it's going to be too many gigabytes, because these gigabytes of these Envato videos are so big. Like, how am I going to have it all available all the time? You know, I'd want it available all the time. I'd have to take cards out and put cards in. But anything that, because I was thinking about Google Earth, but anything on, I could have a dedicated Elgato Stream Deck to my Google Earth stuff. But anything on Google Earth that I make, I can just put on YouTube. So it's just a link to YouTube. So I'm going to make a YouTube channel that's called Kyle Pounce Google Earth and put like thousands of videos up there from everything. You know, battles, tribes, tribal cities, castles, and cathedrals. I don't think I did cathedrals yet, though, because I looked at it. I'll have to look at all the other places, though. Tomorrow I'm going to make sure that my other computer, because I'm doing it on my secondary computer now, make sure the other computer isn't ahead in Google Earth in this computer. I don't think it is, but it's good to make sure. God, that would suck to do the same thing twice. It's like that really time consuming. So, like, I can deal with doing something that's like an hour twice, but like imagine doing something that takes a whole month twice. You don't have to. Yeah. So I mean, I've got my work cut out for me, because now what I'm going to do is just make the videos and then copy the videos, screen capture the videos of every single tribe that I made. So that'll take a while. So, you know, but I'm excited. I mean, it's total brain candy, ultimate brain candy. So it's a great opportunity for me, because now I'm sober, to just get ahead on all the books that I'm behind on and start reading again. You know, I was reading a lot, audiobook reading a lot when I was high working before, but it's going to be different now that I'm sober. You know, maybe I can start doing videos talking about books that I listen to on YouTube with my studio. I should do that. I don't really feel like it yet, because I just want to work, but once I get into the habit, I'll try it. I should get in the habit of doing that later. Just do book reviews on YouTube with my studio, all fancy like. But so basically, I'm kind of like done with the studio. Like, I like having the studio there, because if I suddenly have the desire to like perfect it, and I can perfect it little by little and learn the programs, you know, maybe practice like After Effects or something. Like, maybe get in the habit of riding my bike and watching After Effects tutorials while I ride my bike. That would be the best thing to do. That'd be a really good thing to do. Maybe it would have been kind of hard if I was high to concentrate, but I think I can do it now. So, but anyway, for the just because I'm working on something new, you know, something I'm picking up since I haven't done for a long time, like years, I think I'm going to, just focus at least the rest of the month. I think probably working all the time on these tribes, and just see how far ahead I can get, and topping off the tribes. Because once I do that, then I can start making the videos, and that would be awesome to upload the videos to YouTube, all those tribes, all my tribe videos. So, so that's like, that's super time consuming. So basically I had like a change of trajectory today. Oh, maybe one way of looking at it, a relapse to the Google Earth. But yeah, it's like no more being Mr. Studio guy with like 8 Now it's just, back to Google Earth, finishing Google Earth stuff that I made, you know, and that'll lead into the other Google Earth stuff. I'd really like to finish Google Earthing Rome, you know, that'd be fascinating, and also Boulder and stuff, so maybe I'll do that on the heels of this. But today, but also what I'm going to do is continue to download Envato stuff to my computer, you know, at least until I fill up the hard drive. I have like 180 gigabytes left last time I checked. Because today, you know, at one point I tried downloading stuff, and it worked. All I had to do was hit download. I got from like page 3 to page 8 on my, out of 11 on my Egypt videos, and it's 24 per page, you know, so that's 5 times 20. It was like 125. So I guess that's how many they give you before they make you do the picture matching. And they made me do that again for a little bit, for a couple, and it took forever. I mean, one of them was like 10. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Like, even if it takes 2 days between, I'll just check in like once a day on Envato and see if they let me just download, and whenever that happens, just be consistent, download every day stuff on there so I can get caught up and have it downloaded. Because when I have it downloaded on my computer, it makes it easier for me to organize it, drag and drop and organize how I want it to have it organized. And then I can go and, organize my collections based on how I on the website, Envato website, based on how I organize the stuff on my computer. So, and it's awesome that, hard drives are like 5 terabytes for $110 because you don't have to be intimidated by like these like 2 gigabyte, minute long videos. So yeah, that's what I'm up to. It's a new like back to Google Earth, but yeah, I mean, it's better that I work on all this stuff like all at once, like I plan on, just getting obsessed with and only focus on one thing so that I don't have to worry about risking doubling up, doing it twice, so that I can finish it and then make sure it's all backed up, because of course I have to back it up again. Like I had to fix like the Tour de France because I had the download for the 2013 Tour de France, but then I had all the different individual stages as individual files. I think like for download from my website, hopefully I have the links fixed. I'll check out tomorrow because the individual ones were more advanced than the actual mother load of the race. The race, if you looked at the individuals, they weren't color coded, but they were color coded on the individual files, which is not the way that I normally do things. I would normally color code it, fix it, get it up to snuff on the main file. So yeah, I fixed that, put them all in the main one. So then I have to upload it with Dreamweaver tomorrow. That's what I'll do, and make sure that it goes up. So yeah, it's kind of like a lot to keep track of. That's why you want to do this stuff. And I mean, I'm like spread so thin all around, enough spread thin, so it's good to try to focus on one thing as much as you can. So I mean, if I can do like finish like a country a day, that would be cool, because France has 66 tribes in it, but each tribe has like, it was like, what was it, like 165 cities within the 66, so it's like each tribe has like 3 cities, and then of course if it's 3 cities, that's 2 trips that you have to do, or maybe I'll do like a triangle, A to B, B to C, C to A, on trips. So and then you have to make the videos of them, and then the screen capture. So the video screen capture. So that's just a lot of time. Although I do it all in like waves. So I'll do like the whole thing, like where you just make the placer video all throughout the whole thing, and then I go and do the rest. But I don't want to get too ahead of myself in case I get like a new idea and waste stuff. So it's like a balance. So yeah, that's what I'm up to. I think I'm gonna go back. I just had some noodles. I'm gonna go back and finish making videos and on Google Earth, not the video screen captures with QuickTime. But yeah, and just as far as I can, and then as soon as I get groggy, and then lie down and get up and help my mom for like half the day, and then come back. I'll be motivated because it's a new thing, and try to finish, France, and then all the other tribes, because I did like tribes all over the world. I did all the prehistoric tribes of Europe, like every single country in Europe, based on what the Romans said in history books and Wikipedia, and then every single tribe of America, North America, Australia, New Zealand. I think I may have done India. I can't remember. I have to look, but ancient like kingdoms of like China, maybe I don't know, but everything that I have, so. And then I'll proceed to like try to do the battles if I can, and the videos of those, and same thing with castles and stuff. Yeah, and then upload all that stuff to YouTube. That'll be awesome to put it up there. It's like a one of a kind thing. That would get me leaps and bounds ahead on the whole like space, my time and space idea. Anyways, let's keep this under 20 minutes. Talk to you tomorrow.